So now I'm asking for the phone number for the phase 1 guy so I can get that taken care of also, just like we got the appraisal back early, because I'll bird dog it, I'll get it done. I don't need anybody to do my work for me. I'll do it, I'll do your work for you if I have to, because ultimately you decide if you're gonna live or not. Am I just gonna get through life, or am I gonna live? Because it's a fucking choice. I mean, you literally decide that. And some people decide it when they're 70 and it's too late.
Definition of a champion, no.
So, but it's now a good time?
Yeah, yep.
Okay. So a couple things real quick. I just want to kind of circle the wagon. You went through, I got the email forwarded over by Shar regarding your items.
I understand that's what we're saying now, but from my perspective, I sat here a few weeks ago, was told if we can get an appraisal, none of my personal properties or personal things will be messed with, and we're gonna be hauling right along. We'll close on August 4th, we'll be digging by August 8th. Everything was like peachy badichi. Now I'm sitting here being told, even though it came in at $1 million, that's still not enough. We're also taking a property, and so now we didn't order an appraisal on that property, so we gotta wait for that appraisal. The phase 1 we didn't think we needed, and then we decided last minute we do need it. The Alta survey we didn't think we needed, now we decided last minute we do need it. I'm sitting here going, there are only a couple key pieces that needed to be accomplished on the end, and none of them are done, and I'm trying to close, and everybody else got their stuff done, including myself, who has been hustling butt to get this stuff done on time.
I understand what you're saying on the Alta survey, Sean. And quite honestly, it's not the Alta survey that's holding this up, because Mock is turning it around and the survey should be here on the 3rd.
I know because I spent yesterday fixing that. So the Alta's getting done because I got a hold of Jesse, I got a hold of Mach 4, and I got a hold of one of my employees who his dad happens to work there. And we worked through all of it ourselves yesterday. I was told that it would never be done by the 3rd. So I got that taken care of yesterday, just so you're up to speed. Just gave up and said it ain't gonna happen. So now I'm asking for the phone number for the phase 1 guy so I can get that taken care of also, just like we got the appraisal back early, because I'll bird dog it, I'll get it done. I don't need anybody to do my work for me. I'll do it, I'll do your work for you if I have to.
Yeah, there are, I definitely admit there are a couple little items that are popping up. Now, every single one of them said, the 11th is definitely a good date. There's no issues with that date at this point from any signs, any issues whatsoever. Okay.
So what Keller is saying is he had 1 week in between the concrete work being finished and the steel going up. He can eat that week right now and leave himself with not a single extra day in the whole build, and just start digging on the 14th, the 15th. But then we have to close on the 11th. That's why I'm saying, if we can...
Sean, there's not a doubt in my mind that I can close this on the 11th.
Right.
Changes every week. That's forever.
He's a jerk and asked me why I'm always a jerk, and if I'm constantly an asshole to everybody, or if it's just him, and he had no idea I was going to call him out like that, but I did, so that's why I'm an asshole. Right. So, but my favorite values are be willing to teach, but also be willing to learn, and that's where I try to remind myself that even though I'm a jerk to most of you people, I always have something that I can learn from you. And I'm fast to bark orders at people, or if you want to call them orders or whatever. You edit something and I hate the way you did it, and I'm like, no, fix that. I have to remember that I also need to give you advice on how I would do it. And then at the same time, I can look at what you did and figure out why you've done that, or what made you do it that way, or how you might have some ideas that are better than mine. So just always a reminder that everybody can learn something from everybody else.
And I would agree with that. Fuller's one of the easiest to yell at because he takes it right away and he fixes it. So he implements. So when he yells at you, he's not yelling, that's just how he communicates. But you get to communicate with him that way too. So keep that in mind. So building update, holy fuck! We could make a whole episode out of this nightmare, which we did. What? Which I was on how many phone calls yesterday and the day before? It was at least my entire day yesterday and half the day before. And here's what I accomplished. Is we are closing at 11 a.m. on August 11th. So that's it. There's nothing else to figure out. So it's done. That's it. Then we start building. So 8-15. They'll be in the ground 8:15. Don't forget Friday, 8:18 will be groundbreaking. So this is gonna be a party. You better get that video done, Mario. Counting on you, bro. Did you write that down? Any questions on the building? I don't think there's much more. I mean, I'm fighting for our lives here. I wanted to close Friday. There's what they say and what I believe. We were supposed to be in the ground by July 31st. I'm gonna stick to lifted trucks.